Global trade, by definition, is worldwide, or at least it should be. But the risks involved in dealing with some regions have forced banks to withdraw from an ever-increasing portion of the world. There's no denying that this reduces risk, but it also limits opportunity. Those transactions represent billions of dollars of potential revenue, and for the countries involved, they could be a lifeline to a better standard of living. Let's move in a little closer and see what's going on here. Fizeo runs a cocoa plantation in Nigeria. He's just closed a lucrative deal to supply a confectionery company in America. It could be worth $250,000 a year, which would be a massive boost for his business and his village. With this new income, Fizeo plans to buy new harvesting machinery. He's already made contact with a company in Italy that hopes to sell him reconditioned equipment. It all looks good, with wins all round for everyone involved. But to make it happen, the American company has to pay in dollars. Fizeo needs to be paid in naira. The tractor distributor needs to be paid in euros. But the de-risking initiatives of the global banks have made these transfers effectively impossible. Let's look at an innovative Know Your Customer system that can remove these barriers to success. KYC Block runs on proven blockchain technology to protect data gathered on Fizeo and all actors in the value chain, making sure it's stored, archived, and available for scrutiny in the most secure way possible. Fizeo's project could succeed if all the necessary Know Your Customer hurdles could be overcome. To do that, we enlist the help of the person with the most to gain, Fizeo himself. He's been given a login to KYC Block. In this case, it's been badged to match the organization who's dealing directly with him. We built it specifically so that it can be tailored to match your identity. He has a list of documents to upload, including his passport and company incorporation documents. But he's also encouraged to add other information to support his application. He wants the project to succeed, so he provides a wealth of information. The company incorporation documentation shows that Fizeo has 2 partners, so they'll be invited to upload their details too. So KYC Block works as a document repository, but that's just the start. The system's next step is to check the information against authoritative lists. Are any of the participants politically exposed? Are there sanctions that prevent trading? Is the company listed in the World Bank ineligible firms list? More than a dozen internationally recognized authorities are used for an in-depth analysis. But KYC Block is only just getting into its stride. The next part is really special. We call it Web DNA, and it brings a whole new focus to knowing your customer. Web DNA trawls millions of internet sources to find hidden information about all the participants in the transaction. News mentions, press releases, financial exchanges, employment records, criminal investigations. All of them leave their footprint in our connected world. So much so that a lack of information would in itself be cause for suspicion. If there's a company, what's its purchase history? Do the purchases match the firm's claimed marketplace? All of this information was discovered using the documents Fizeo and his colleagues supplied. It all seems to fit as long as the people we're dealing with are really the people they claim to be. KYC Block can actually detect forgeries in major documentation, so we can be sure that the passports we have on file are real. We'll also be looking at the other participants. The cocoa buyer in the USA and the tractor dealer in Italy will come under similar scrutiny. All of this wealth of information is examined by one of our money laundering reporting officers. Only if he or she approves the transaction will it be passed to you to complete the deal. Fizeo and his colleagues passed with flying colours. He's shipping his cocoa to the US, his workers are prospering, and he's loving his new machinery. Cause for celebration all round. KYC Block isn't just a software platform. It's the enabler that reopens safe access to lucrative deals all over the developing world. It reconnects all those opportunities that right now we're missing every day. And it's the opportunity for a better life for hard-working people in struggling countries. We all have so much to gain. Let's do something really positive today.